it's affected my season. So getting scholarships is already hard enough, and I was looking forward to that to help me with that. But I mean, hopefully with playing spring, that's really all how it affected me all season.
Well, the coronavirus has affected my kind of social skills. So it feels like I've become a little less social, a little more shy because of the coronavirus. And in terms of education, it was really hard to learn new stuff last year because it's hard to learn on online learning. So, yeah.
I would say that the pandemic has affected standardized testing. Like last year, we had to do AP testing online, which was definitely a different experience.
The coronavirus pandemic has created a huge disconnection between my family with other people, and in terms of education, it's just created a different way of learning.
During the pandemic, I think communication with teachers will be really different.
I really say the only thing is you can't go to school and you can't get hands-on. So it might be a little bit harder for us, but I think we got it.
I really feel like I'm more of a hands-on learner. Like, it makes everything easier other than seeing it on the screen. Writing things down is better than typing it in a computer and then forgetting about it, because you have that one-on-one with the teacher. Being on a FaceTime call or Zoom call with that teacher is not the same as being in school and learning and having your peers help you when you need the help.
I think the area that it's impacted me the most is just my thoughts on college admissions. It's just hard to know how things like the SAT and the ACT are still going to happen if everything's on pause. And I think the second thing that worries me the most is just how I'm going to get all my volunteer hours in with the fact that there's not as many opportunities as businesses are shut down. So I think there's just a lot on my mind about those.
Just not giving us too much work, maybe. Like not just overload the work.
One way teachers could support like me and my family is just checking up on me a lot. This year, the mental aspect of students are going to be really important. So making sure that we are feeling good and we have someone to talk to would be really helpful.
I would say the best thing is to uphold strong communication.
In order to support me and my family in remote learning, I just say getting the books and education that I need, but everything else is good.
I would say to try to maintain communication and to try new approaches to learning.
When we start school, if we're struggling on a lot of work, try to see what our teachers can do to make it more easier for make it more understanding and not less confusing if it's confusing for us.
And what did your mom say about the communication?
That is good, that we communicate back and forth, and it's really good.
Like, which way was better? Like the phone calls or something?
Emailing, because
Okay.
they would email me right back, and I would call some of my teachers too.
Okay.
If I had anything.
More like paperwork, sending paperwork through the mail, having the student, as in me or other students, be on doing that homework, the paper homework, and then dropping it off back at school, or having administration come pick it up. I know it would be a lot if every student did it, but at the same time it would be more helpful for a lot of students.
So some transportation to be able to get supplies back and forth.
Yes, sir.
Got you.
And with other students not having internet and Wi-Fi, that's another big thing, because if some students don't have internet or Wi-Fi, or let's say there's multiple siblings in one house using that same hotspot, they're not able to get the same learning environment that a lot of the other students have, because they're able to afford Wi-Fi and not use a school provided hotspot because their siblings are using it, their parents are using it because they have some form of Wi-Fi.
I think the biggest thing is just staying flexible. We all have to deal with this, and it's affecting us all in very different ways. So just simply staying open to new strategies and different approaches.
I want teachers to know that it's hard already being home, through the whole day, like just sitting there and then being stressed out about work, and then that's hard too. So I mean, maybe just go easy on it.
One thing I want teachers to know is a lot of people are going to be a lot more shy on the camera. You know, from all the Zoom meetings I've seen, students, they're going to be a lot more quiet. So just be patient, you know, let them kind of ease into digital learning, and you'll get a lot more results.
I would say that that they should keep a very open mind this year. I know I'm going to be keeping a very open mind to adapting to all these new changes, and I think if we all adapt together, then this year will be a great one.
I'm anxious about the school year and online learning.
That everyone's learning situation is different at home.
That I'm a good, hard-working student and I want to get good grades.
I want my teachers to know that this, my junior year, hardest year in high school, that I'm gonna give it my all, and if I fail, I can always try again, ask for help, ask my peers for help, ask my teachers for help, and just, ask a lot of questions, because it's a pandemic, we can't go to school, and it would just be safer if we all do online school.
I just think that the biggest thing would be to keep in mind that everyone learns differently and remote learning will take easy to some and be very difficult to others. So just to keep in touch with your students and be willing to adapt to their needs, as everyone's going to be different through this time.
Hazen has great staff. I've been switching schools a lot, and this is the first time I've actually been to a school for 3 years in a row, not 1 or 2 years and then leave. So I feel like the staff can do this, and they're great. I've gotten so many people to come look at Hazen and see if their kids should go to Hazen, and they go to Hazen now and they really enjoy being at Hazen. So I bet you the Hazen staff will, get this done.
I mean, just hope all your families are doing good. Just keep your head up, keep pushing.